like it, I don't like it, I don't like it here. You wouldn't like it, nobody likes it, nobody likes it here.
Yeah. And ASMR eating chicken. So Knights of Nerdlot returns
Next Monday. It's coming Monday.
So you're going to record 3 episodes?
No. We might record 2. Because we're going to record the Paranormal Chat and Knights of Nerdlot. We'll be back. All 6 of you that listen.
I'll probably record. I'm saying I think I've had enough time to relax. Some time off for. I'm saying it's almost like been a month and a half.
Since you recording?
Can't find anybody to really do Cartoonami with. Also, not a lot of time.
No. The only reason I'll have time is because the kids are back at school.
Yep.
They go back tomorrow.
I'm good. Well, what do you work tomorrow?
12:30 now.
Well, want to record an episode tomorrow?
Maybe.
Do a Cartoonami? We'll get things rolling on that.
Cartoonami.
I'm saying Kai doesn't go to school till the 24th.
What is it?
Yeah, Wayne County. I don't care about your education.
Yeah. So,
Halloween shit's already out in stores.
now, let's talk about Futurama.
Almost 3 freaking months away.
It was so good of an episode.
You know, about another
Like you said earlier, it was like old style Futurama.
But the parasite's back.
Nibbler's back.
Yeah. Get a bit of nibbler.
Going a little bit deeper relationship between Leela and Nibbler.
Though I will say, I liked it better when nobody knew that Nibbler was Lord Nibbler.
That people just forget about it. Sure, remember they didn't forget about it. They just refused to acknowledge it.
I
In
want the
movie.
brains back though. The giant brains need to come back.
They all got destroyed, didn't they?
No, they got trapped in a different universe.
That's right. And all because of Spooty Butt Senior.
The Doombringer.
Then we got the final season of Disenchantment's coming out next month.
I need to watch that. Like, I haven't watched it at all.
I know. You disappoint me. Because as much as you love fantasy, and it's fantasy Futurama.
What is it on?
Netflix. Then I'm excited to see how this one it plays out.
These awkward pauses are brought to you by Kaiju Review for You.
We're also eating. We're multitasking. Because throughout these food pauses are brought to you by Knights of Nerdlot. Because throughout the series, like it's leading up to like they're trying to fulfill some sort of prophecy or break a curse that's on Dreamland. Because apparently Zog's like the King Zog, his ancestors took the castle from the elves.
I don't know who any of these people are.
Zog is the king of Dreamland, who is voiced by DiMaggio.
Okay.
It's basically just Bender.
King Bender.
Yeah, King Bender.
Pharaoh Bender.
Mm-hmm. Each character is actually pretty interesting. Bean is probably like the fun, like probably the best. She's the common sense of the show. She's stuck at being like, you know, kind of the princess of Dreamland, but she wants to have a sense of purpose, but all she does is drink, do drugs, and
You sure she's not the Bender one?
murder. The mother's this beautiful hot witch who legit made a deal with the devil. Her brother and sister, and Jeffrey.
Who's Jeffrey?
Jeffrey is their retard brother that they turned retarded while putting a crown of thorns on his head to try to enact this
Is
curse.
it Jesus?
No. But you do see God. And Jerry just starts screaming. Like he's stupid, but he is probably the funniest character in the whole show.
So he's Fry.
Yeah.
This is Futurama and this is Fantasy Rama, isn't it?
Yeah. Actually, like when you go to Steamland, no, like it's actually more tuned to the Farnsworth. Like it's you're going to Farnsworth Lane, the shipping expo. You actually see like a little thing that looks like Planet Express. We see.
Sure.
Knights, Magic, Steamland, Pirates, the Muck People.
The Muck People.
Yeah. Princess Luna. Well, Queen Luna. Who was the second queen to second wife of Zog. Is this amphibian creature. She's a lizard person. She does drugs and runs around screaming.
What? Drug use in this cartoon.
There is. Multiple times. Happens throughout the multiple episodes. The Elfo.
The Elfo.
Yes. Elfo. He is.
How original.
And then there's Lucy the demon.
But I mean, Bender's name is Bender, and he's a vending robot. So.
Well, Elfo comes from the land of elves, where everything's happy and they make chocolates. They're basically the Keebler elves, but with chocolate. Like instead of cookies, it's like candy and stuff. The first time we meet Elfo, he's like, "Why does everything have to be happy? Can we be the opposite of happy for once?"
We be depressed elves.
But he's only half an elf. His dad mated with an ogre. Pops is amazing. Because the elf's name is actually Pops. Pops the elf.
Like Papa Smurf.
He's not the king elf, he's just an old man. He's just like this creepy old elf.
It's Papa Smurf.
The elves all have a name, but it's O at the end. There's like Shaco, whose whole point of him being It's just going. It's just being in a permanent thing of shock. Like, oh, oh, oh. There's Weirdo, who just watches and just makes.
Are you weirdo? You're a weirdo.
It's legit. Just like the elves are just genius. Like, Maurice Lamar is, he plays kind of like the advisor, and he has 3 eyes. Each eye has a separate name.
Maurice Lamar, she didn't come back to Futurama, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Then he is totally fucking up the Donbot voice.
He didn't do Donbot. He was,
didn't
oh yeah, for a little bit. He's Zap.
No, he's not. Billy West is that.
No, hold on. It was Clint. It was,
I want to say Maurice is Morbo, Lur.
Morbo is in it. Morbo has shown up.
He's Hedonism Bot.
Yeah. Crap.
I love Hedonism Bot.
He knew. That's amazing. But, Calculon. I couldn't think of his name. He's Calculon.
Yeah, it's Calculon. That's right.
Yeah, so he showed up in the first episode.
Well, he fucked up Donbot. Donbot sounded terrible.
Joey Mousepad. I don't think we even heard Clamps.
No, it's like, how can you have the Robot Mafia and not F Clamps getting mad about his Clamps? Clamp, kabam!
I'm trying to think who did the voice.
This is. I don't understand how the Donbot does not recognize Bender as Blotto. He's interacted with him a lot since then, and he's never like, Blotto, right? You look like Blotto.
You look like an old friend of mine named Blotto. The show's just so goddamn good.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like the new season, legit feels like it's just. I think they've at the point now they've.
Well, it keeps getting better. Unlike when they came back for Comedy Central that first season, that first episode was great, and then it was like, ugh.
Oh, with Comedy Central,
Until the end with the late Philip J. Fry, and it took them that whole season and going into the second season to like really get back in the groove.
yeah. Well, it's also like a whole new censor on a different show. They're trying to see what censors they can hit and not.
But there was a lot of crap
There was.
in the first Comedy Central season. Like the original Fox run, I could name you episodes. I've watched the entire series dozens of times.
Yeah.
Comedy Central run, that first season especially, I watched it once, and I watched a couple episodes 2 or 3 times, and that was it. I was done.
Yeah,
I'm
because
good.
that's the thing. Because the reason I know like the first season, like the first original series of Futurama so much, because it played every day on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
That's how I got introduced to it. But it's time to go back to hell.